we go. It is Thursday, Mindset Thursday. So today I wanted to talk about why frustration and anger are not dirty words. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sari Cecilia. I'm a meditation and spiritual teacher and guide, and I want to talk about mindsets today. So I wanted to start with frustration because it is the first one that we feel before anger. So it's kind of like a progression that happens to us, and you might start to notice this after this video. So frustration usually will be a good sign for us to notice that something that we want, something that we want to achieve, a goal, a desire, is not being achieved, is being blocked. And it may be caused by someone's actions. I'm just trying to get the sun out of my eyes. There we go. Someone's actions, or someone's words, or a circumstance that has arisen. So in that way, I think the frustration can be really good because it shows you how much you really want something. So if you're getting frustrated over it, it must be something that's really important to you. So in that way, you can flip it on its head and say that frustration is a motivator. It's a motivator to get what you want, to achieve your goals. So get motivated by it, get inspired by frustration, have a look at it. Before you do that, you also have to check in to see that, is it worth it? If you're starting to get mad after your frustration, is getting mad worth it to you? Is it worth that project? And the careful step we need to be aware of is that frustration can easily turn into anger. And then once we have anger, we can have like a blind rage, say things we regret, use a lot of energy, because speaking in terms of meditation and everything that I've studied, anger actually takes up a lot of your energy. It depletes you. And there have been studies done that it takes 3 days to recover from anger. So you sort of don't want to go there, if you can avoid it. And there's just so many ways that we can avoid anger. The good old-fashioned, counting to 10, even though people think, oh yeah, as if I'm going to count to 10 when I'm really angry, try to do it, because anger actually only lasts 3 seconds. So even if you start counting and make a decision to start counting, you won't even have to make it to 10. So that's the first one. The second one is looking at it, as I mentioned, about, is this something that I really want? And then you'll focus more on the goal rather than the actual frustration or anger. So what we don't want is for the anger to build and then it turns into aggression, and we all know where that goes. Now this is a really important topic for all of us really, but I want to speak specifically to artists and the frustration of creating. That's what I really went through. I'm an artist as well, and one of the big frustrations I had was doing a job that I didn't like and not doing my art. And it blocked me from doing my art because, I fell into the autopilot of, making money. And, it's the same story that I use, but it really built up. When you're not creating, it really builds up and develops in different ways. So when I was frustrated I wasn't making art, I was blocking my true self, my essence, what I wanted to do. I really wanted to create. I needed to create. I had to create. And, I'm talking about art, but that could be writing, it could be music, it could be singing, it could be dancing. It could even just be, creative cooking, or whatever it is that you really need to do. I'm just going to look at my notes because this is a really important topic, and while the wind blows through as well. There we go. I just want to make sure that I don't forget anything that I want to mention here to you. Here it is, yeah. Some of us may need to actually give ourselves permission to be angry, because sometimes, especially like women who are cut off when they're talked, when they're not being heard and feeling all of that, sometimes the anger or frustration can be a way of asserting yourself. So you can actually start to assert yourself by saying, I want to be heard, I want, I want to have my voice, and that frustration can really block you. So it is really important to speak up in that way. But you don't have to be aggressive about it. That's the key. So anger can not be a dirty word if you're being assertive, to stick up for yourself. If you don't usually do that, you can bottle things up. I know I'm guilty of this. You can bottle things up and it stays and it stays and it stays, and it's like a pressure cooker, and then you just explode, and it's so irrational, so aggressive, so full of passion and fire. But it's firing to the wrong people, or they're not really the cause of it. They're just something that you can't control, because we can't control what other people say or do. We can only control the way we respond or react or not react. So anger can not be a dirty word if you are asserting yourself. Anger is a dirty word if you are aggressive. All right, I'm just going to pop back to my notes because I am getting a little bit distracted here in the beautiful park. I had to come out today, it was just lovely. So we can't really control a lot of situations, and that can be really frustrating. But one thing I want to leave you with today is that you can control your response to feeling frustrated, and check in with yourself to see, look, this is really important to me. I need to pursue this. I want to follow this because it is really important to desire. It's a goal that I have. So focus on that. In any case, go back to your breathing. Go back to meditation if you can, taking deep breaths. If you're in the middle of a conflict at work or the kids are driving you crazy, just take those deep breaths. And if you are creative and visualize a beautiful breeze, unlike this one here. Maybe this one's a bit aggressive, but a lovely gentle breeze, or visualize an ocean, cool and calming ocean. And that will help you to ease your frustration and focus on your goals and your desires. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and apologies if the wind got in the way of the recording. And I want to invite you tomorrow to join me for Awakening the Inner Muse. So I'll see you then. Bye.